Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today in this interview, we have a very special guest. He is a Malaysian student currently studying in Egypt, taking dentistry. Hello, will you please introduce yourself?
Hello, hi everyone. My name is Irfan Afifi bin Maknur. I am 20 years old. I am currently studying in Egypt and more specifically in Alexandria University in Alexandria. So that is a quick brief about me.
Okay, so we will start for our first question. So, in a study of students at Oregon State University who had not yet done study abroad, the strongest influences on their interest to study abroad were desires to experience living in another culture, to travel and have adventures. Does your decision to study in Egypt was because of the same factors?
So factors to study in Egypt, right?
Yes.
So I think I travel or I further my study in Egypt. It is not all about to travel to other countries or about learning other cultures. It is just a minor factor, I think. The most probably the reason I further my study here in Egypt because I think it's all about finance, my finance here because I got offer, I got a scholarship from Majlis Agama Islam Pada Persekutuan Mawi. So I think I don't want to burden my family. So I decided to choose to further my study here. That's the main reason and factor to study in Egypt about finance.
That was interesting. Our third question is, according to Adlin Suraya, who is a former student of Egypt, stated that learning the Arabic language is the most challenging aspect. Do you have the same difficulty in mastering Arabic?
Mastering Arabic, I think it is quite difficult to master Arabic here because they use some kinds of dialect, in here in Egypt. So I think I think it would be easier to communicate and understand them when we communicate with each other because I have the basic formal Arabic language I learned in secondary in my secondary school. So I think it would be easier to communicate with them, but it, sometimes it's a little difficult because some of the words is not the same. The formal Arabic language is informal Arabic language.
Okay, so you experienced some difficulty in mastering Arabic. So for the next question, when you first came to Egypt, you were not fluent yet in Arabic. Is there any experience that you faced where people look down or making fun of you because of it?
Yeah, of course. Because I think if you go to ordinary places like market or station, you will face not educational people or just an ordinary Egyptian people. So they will laugh at us when we use or we want to speak in Arabic language. But if you go to the some educational places like university, they will love us because we try to speak in Arabic and they try to reply and communicate with us as much as possible. They love us at educational places like university, but not in the places like at the station or in the market.
It's unfortunate to hear that you face those kind of experiences. So our fifth question is, according to Al Hazmi, an international student studying in Egypt, anxiety has been encountered mostly by Saudi female students due to difficulties in adjusting to a social culture that is hugely different and might be in some ways opposite to their home social culture. We would like to know if it only happens to female students. What about male students? Do they feel anxiety?
About culture or social culture here, I think it is only happen to female student. I guess I rarely hear about it happen to males. About social culture, I don't think, or I don't even feel or face or hear about it. But I heard some cases that happen to females, that a group of female students kill their own friends because he get highest mark in exam. So it's kind of jealousy here. So some of the bad cases just happen to female student. I rarely hear about some of those cases happen occur at male students.
Okay, so based on your own experience, male students barely got anxieties due to social culture. So for the
Yeah.
next question, we are actually curious and interested to know if there is a major difference between learning in Malaysia and Egypt, because according to Mas Roshna Kamal, who is a final year student in Egypt, she stated that nothing has changed.
Oh, major difference. I think for me, in dentistry, I don't figure out any major difference when you learn in Egypt or in Malaysia, because you will learn all those kind of subject and syllabus same or similar to the Malaysia syllabus. So I didn't figure out any major difference, but I think maybe the most major difference is about communication. Maybe we use sometimes Arabic language here, so it's kind of difficult because you need to uh, understand and learn Arabic language.
Alright, from your explanation, I guess we can make a conclusion that the major difference is communication, right? Okay, so for your
Yeah.
seventh question is, as stated by Leafwood, in Saudi Arabia, the education policy supports in educating all citizens, but gender-specific policy is restricting women's educational options and favors gender binary system in the wider society. Is it still happening there where males get to pursue higher education than females?
So, in my opinion, here in Egypt, I think here there is a balance between men and females, both of males and females getting same education. But sometimes I think females are pursuing higher education than males, because I think here in Egypt, males or the males, they need to go to military maybe at a young age. I think I guess like that. So in conclusion, I think females are pursuing higher education here in Egypt than the males.
Okay, so the statement here is not happening again. So for the eighth question, Mobaraki and Sodefak 2010 reported that women in Saudi Arabia are barred from studying law, engineering, and journalism. According to the most recent official statistics, 49.9% of the Saudi population are female, with just 21% contributing to social growth, because it is socially inaccurate for women to serve in occupations related other than teaching and medicine. Is this true?
Yeah, I think it is true here in Egypt. Based on my opinion, I figure out that most of the males getting higher and proper job than the females. So I don't really know about what is the main reason why the male is getting proper job than the females. But I think it is some kinds of Arabic cultures, because if we learn about about Arabic countries a long time ago, or in the era of our prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Also, we know that the females doesn't get proper education and also proper job. So I think it's kind of Arabic cultures, but not in Malaysia. both of males and females getting a same education and also same job, proper job.
Alright, that was a bit disappointing. I hope the females will get their fair treatment soon. So, our next question is, according to a United Nations survey, over 99% of Egyptian women have been sexually harassed. 96.5% say their abuse has gone beyond words and that their harassers have physically touched them. Do you ever spot social harassment right in front of your eyes?
So sexual harassment. I think I don't ever spot any sexual harassment right in front of me, but I heard so many cases about sexual harassment and also happened to my best friends also. So yeah, I just heard it, but I don't ever spot any sexual harassment right in front of me.
So you only heard about them, but you don't spot social harassment right in front of your eyes. So for the next question, according to UNFA Egypt 2010 in Alexandria, the Egyptian Center for Women's Rights (ECWR) held an awareness day for youth. The emphasis of the discussion was on raising men's awareness of the importance of confronting sexual harassment. The event aims to motivate the entire community by raising awareness among children, stressing the importance of respect and opposing violence. As a male student who is studying in Alexandria, the sexual harassment awareness is being taken seriously there.
Oh, about the awareness, right?
Yes.
I think it's not. It's all based in my opinion. So I think it's not quite too serious about campaign or any awareness about sexual harassment. It's all depends to ourselves how we take care of ourselves when we go outside and so on, when we go to the faculty and so on. But just if you shout that hello, hey, there is someone that tried to do the sexual harassment to me, everyone will come to you and help you. So that is quite a good aspect that we can learn in Egypt. So yeah, it all depends on ourselves.
We are glad to hear that there is at least a positive thing happening there. So, our 11th question is, according to the UNPD Gender and Justice Report on Egypt, there is no law that directly refers to domestic violence. A study that showed in 2005, 33% of women in Egypt claim having some form of physical violence by the current or previous husband. What do you think about this issue? Can it be prevented?
About physical violence between husband and wife. So I think I don't ever witness any physical violence right in front of me, but when I studying in my room or at my house, I sometimes hear some of the Egyptian husband and wife, maybe my neighbors, shouting and arguing about something. So I clearly hear their voice. I hear their voice clearly, but I don't even understand what it is because they speak in Arabic. So maybe based on the shouting and arguing, maybe there are some violence, but I don't see it. Yeah, that is my opinion. Just only my opinion. So how to prevent it? I think the key to get to achieve happiness when we marry or between a husband and wife is just respect each other and also communicate each other. Is the main keys to prevent this kind of situation. Yeah, respect each other and communicate with each other.
So respect and communication is the key.
Yeah.
So for the next question, Commerce and Vista found that inequalities in study abroad sheds light in a crucial problem that has been overlooked all too often. Have you experienced social inequality during the period of your studying abroad?
So for me, based on my experience, I don't even feel any kind of social inequalities here because at my faculty in Alexandria University, they all the lecturers and doctors love Malaysian students because Malaysian students is kind of good, intelligent, something like that, and have a what we say a good manners in yeah. I don't even feel any kind of social inequalities here.
We are really glad. We are really glad to hear that there is no social inequality happening in Egypt, based on your experience. So our second last question is moving on. Malaysia is one of the Southeast Asia's most multicultural countries. According to Fatih, Egyptians are known for their friendliness, openness to other cultures, and hospitality. So don't be surprised if they welcome you to their homes and demand that you accept. So we want to know, has this ever happened to you?
Oh no, I don't receive any invitation here in Egypt, but my friends, some of my friends get the invitation to iftar at their house, having meals, taking meals, and so on, having iftar there. And also, my friends in Jordan also get many invitation from the Arabic people. So I think because I don't know what is the reason why I don't get receive any invitation. Maybe I'm someone that too busy here. I don't know. Yeah.
It's okay, fine. So our last question. Before we end our interview session, if you have given three words to describe all your experiences in Egypt, what will it be and why?
Um, Three words to describe Egypt. I think unpredictable, patient, and rebel. Because I think all of this is related to each other. Yeah, here in Egypt, you can't expect or predict what will happen to you because sometimes good things will happen to you. You will get, for example, an invitation from Arabic people. Sometimes you will get free foods. Sometimes you will get anything. But also sometimes bad things happen also here. Some of my friends lost her phone, her wallet here, and so that's why I said it is related to the patient and rebel here. We need to be some kinds of people or human that is always be patient what will happen to us, anything that happen to us. So and keep moving forward. Yeah. Let's see what's that.
Okay, thank you, Irfan. So I guess that's all for today's interview. Thank you, Irfan, for your time. We truly appreciate it. And we want to say good luck for your studies. We pray that you will achieve your dream and we hope to see you again.
All right, thank you, Fan.
Okay, welcome. Okay, welcome. See you soon.